3 Palestinians were killed in a violent clash with settlers in the Israeli-occupied West Bank on Sunday, bringing the number of Palestinians killed in recent days to 6. The surge in violence comes as much of Israel and the world's attention is focused on the regional war with Iran. The Israeli military said it responded to reports of Israeli settlers attacking Palestinians near Khirbet Abu Falah, east of Ramallah. 2 Palestinians were killed by gunfire and a third died from suffocation, likely due to tear gas, the military said. 2 of the victims, Hamayel and Thaer Hamayel, were cousins. The third man killed was Mohammad Murra. All 3 were buried in a joint funeral. Amin Shouman, a resident of Abu Falah who witnessed the attack, told the Associated Press that dozens of Israeli settlers approached the village from the north and opened fire when they were confronted by a community guard committee along the border of the village. In 2025, the United Nations Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs reported 240 Palestinians were killed in the territory, with the vast majority by Israel's military and 9 attributed to Israeli settlers. Thus far this year, a far larger share of fatalities has been directly attributed to armed settlers. Sunday's fatalities followed several deadly incidents last week. 1 Palestinian was killed in the South Hebron Hills on Saturday by an Israeli reservist, and settlers shot and killed 2 Palestinian brothers in the northern West Bank on Monday. In a rare rebuke, the Israeli military strongly condemned the settler violence and said it opened a criminal investigation against the settlers involved. This is an unacceptable incident. There will be zero tolerance for civilians who take the law into their own hands, said Maj. General Avi Bluth, the commander of the military's central command that includes the West Bank, especially at a time when the IDF is striking our bitter enemies, Iran and Hezbollah, with a firm hand. We cannot allow reckless internal violence to undermine the rule of law and the security of the region. Palestinians and rights groups say Israeli routinely fails to hold settlers accountable for violence. The Palestinian Authority's foreign ministry on Saturday accused Israel of exploiting the atmosphere of war and the lack of international attention to issues in the West Bank to intensify intimidation, violence, and forced displacement. Yesh Din, an Israeli rights group, tracked more than 50 incidents of settler violence against Palestinians in the first 4 days of the war with Iran, which started on February 28. The Palestinian Red Crescent said checkpoint and gate closures imposed as a result of the war are creating mounting obstacles for first responders in the West Bank, including in incidents involving settler violence. While there is no full lockdown, as there was following the October 7, 2023, attack and last year's war with Iran, Israel has erected hundreds of new gates across the territory, tightening movement between Palestinian towns and making emergency response significantly more difficult. There are now around 1,100, the Red Crescent said, compared with roughly 800 at the time of last year's war.